Hi, you're back with Jared from Learn BC. We're in a series called Manufacturing Operations 101. We're currently working through SOP-6 in this video about reversing consumption or output journals. Before we get started, please like, share, subscribe, help us build this channel. Let's get into this. This is going to be great. Like with each of our videos, we like to go through the context and rules, which means what triggered this, what are the preconditions, what are the key principles, and then the procedure. Let's step-by-step walk it through. Now, after we've gone through our slide deck, we're going to actually give you visual cues and show you how to do this. The outcomes, look, what are the exceptions? What happens if you do it wrong? What are the post conditions? The green field, the blue skies, sitting on the boat, you know, the beautiful beachfront. What's the idealism of this SOP? What is it perfect in your mind? We will talk about that. So this SOP is triggered when an error was made during consumption or output posting. You've got the ability to consume an output from shop floor, and if there's an error, you can actually correct it. So the wrong item, incorrect quantity, or wrong lot serial number need to be corrected. The preconditions is that the production order is still released. It can't be finished. All right. Now, if you finished it, there's a separate SOP to actually correcting that. The original posted entries, the item ledger entries, must be identifiable. Okay, and I'll show you that as we do the journal. The key principle here is negative quantities. Reversal is performed by posting the exact same entry with a negative quantity, with exception to you've got to have an applies to, and we'll show you that. The same journal type, use the consumption journal to reverse consumption errors and output journal to reverse output errors. And do not attempt to fix errors by creating new dummy production orders or using inventory adjustments. Always reverse the original entry to maintain accurate costing and traceability. So we've got a reversing output and a consumption output, and they're very, very similar. Open the journal, navigate to Manufacturing Output Journal in Business Central. Select the production order and routing line that this is about. Enter the negative quantity. This removes the finished good, and you have to have the applies to selected post the journal. So we'll take you through that. The reversing consumption is very similar. Open the consumption journal, navigate to Manufacturing Consumption Journal in Business Central. Enter the production order and item, all right, negative quantity and applies to, and post the journal. All right, let's take a look. What are the exceptions? Cannot find the original entry. We'll check the item ledger entries for the production order to verify the exact item number, quantity, when it was posted, etc. The order is already finished. Well, you can't reverse entries for a finished production order. You must use an item journal to adjust inventory and general journal to adjust costs. Reversal causes negative inventory. Well, if reversing an output, ensure the finished goods haven't already been shipped and consumed elsewhere. Otherwise, you must reverse those downstream of the transaction first. You're going to get stuck if you've already shipped that full quantity. The post conditions, inventory quantities are restored for consumption or removed for output. Financial costs associated with the original error are reversed. The production order is ready for the correct consumption or output to be posted, and the clear audit trail of reversal is maintained. Let's now take a look at Business Central. Here I am clocked on a job in shop floor. I can see here in consumption that I've picked and I've already allocated this item here, the round bar. It's already been used, and I meant to only consume 5 of this. I've consumed 10. So what do I do? So the production order 1196. Here I am in the consumption journal, and I've selected my order number. I get to select my line. There's only one item on it, and I've got to select the component that I'm talking about here, which is my carbon steel. Now as I scroll over, I have my quantity, and I put a -5 in the quantity. And so that's actually given me what I'm needing, and I need the applies from to be selected. I can see here that I've already applied 10 on this. So I'm now going to apply that. I can check this by hitting preview posting, and that will post. And now, as I hit post on this, that's now reversed that off the consumption. Back on shop floor, if I click consumption on the line, I can see here I've got my 5 remaining now back and available for me to use on the floor. Now in the same scenario, if I've had an output that's been registered that I didn't mean to register. So let's say I have created output for this particular device that I'm making, and I click output and I'm outputting 5 and I didn't mean to output 5, then the same goes that when you're in the output journal, you select your order number, what's the item, what's the operation where we outputted this, which is the last, and we create an output quantity. So I outputted 5, I meant to output 3, so I have a -2 that I apply here, and I scroll over and I have applies to, and you would select the entry that you'd already posted there and hit post. So outputting and consuming reversals is the same consumption journal for consumption or the same output journal. The difference here is you're using a negative amount, and you need to make sure that you always fill in the applies to on both the journals. They both have an applies to and from. And that's how you reverse consumption or output using Business Central journals.